Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, while I set the mood. Oh yeah. Nothing like a little bit of citrus and beach on a Thursday night, am I right? Alright. We're getting back into Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle Earth. This is not the first time I'm logging in today. I swear we just had the dailies roll over a little under an hour ago, almost an hour ago. Here's a little bit of a account update from last night. We've been in for about 24 hours now. This account is strictly locked to my BlueStacks on my desktop at home, so I can't play while I'm at work. I can't really play during the day. So I'm still quite a bit behind. I still haven't gotten through all my guild energy or my regular energy that has just been stocking up that you naturally get from leveling up and all this fun stuff that I'm sure everybody else is dealing with, right? So just gonna kind of take you through a little more in depth of like where we're going right now, what we're focusing on, and kind of give you the roadmap of what to kind of do. Because when you first start with these types of Hero Collectors games, your journey is very, very linear, right? You can only go to one campaign, you can only do this mission, you can only progress this way. And then eventually start unlocking, you have light side, then you have light side hard mode, and then you have your guild campaign. So then you have light side, hard guild. Which one do you focus on? Then you unlock shadow campaign, then you unlock shadow hard mode campaign. And there's all these different branches of where you can go. And when you first start out in a game like this, typically there's a right way to go so that you get free unlocks to keep opening up more avenues of content for you. So we're going to kind of go through that today. And in the background, I'm going to be kind of just playing through our guild campaign here because we do need to get caught up here. So a couple things I do want to talk about before we start getting into details on it. Number one, the goal, we have two main goals when we start off as a new account in games like this, and they kind of go twofold, or they're twice as important as the game is on launch, or it's a new game, right? So as a new player in Hero Collector games, I have two things I like to focus on. Number one, you want to get as much experience as possible as fast as you can. The reason why is right now you're being matched up against players who start at relatively the same time as you, and because launch day was yesterday, like you're definitely starting off with people who started the game at or around the same time as you, like as far as like your arena shard and everything else like that. And what you want to do is level up as fast as possible, because leveling up unlocks higher gear tiers for you. It unlocks higher campaigns for better rewards for you, which means more characters to farm, etc. What it does is it raises your potential ceiling on your account. So you might not have the strongest account in the game, but you're going to have access to everything you need to get your account there, or at least beat out the competition. So because your power potential is higher than theirs, you're going to be sitting pretty as far as going into the arena and all the other types of player versus player content. Really, there's only arena in this game right now, but eventually I'm sure there will be guild versus guild content like there is in Marvel Strike Force and in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So that's number one. Level up as fast as possible. And the way we do that is basically we spend our gems on energy. So whatever the in-game currency is for this game, we're getting smacked right now. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board in a minute. Whatever the in-game currency is for whatever Hero Collector game you're playing, if you're playing free-to-play, which, reminder, those of you new to my content, I typically go with these games from a free-to-play perspective. The way you win free-to-play is simply just by managing your resources better. That's it. So in order to manage resources better, spend your crystals on just energy refreshes. Do your 50 refreshes, where it costs 50 gems to refresh 3 times a day. Fuck this. We are leaving this fucking thing. I need to go back and gear up some characters, and this is something we'll get into in a little bit here when it comes to progressing through new campaigns. The second goal that I meant to mention is you want to unlock as many farming opportunities as possible. So like if you hit a wall in one campaign like I just did there, go to another one and start spending energy there. What a great segue. I didn't even mean for that to happen naturally like that. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now with the guild campaign is I'm trying to get all the way to the end here, because this guy right here, Gaz Ironhide, is one of the best characters in the game. this area with guild energy is it's just like canteen energy in Star Wars. If there's a node there with character shards, you can just dump an unlimited amount of attempts into it every day to unlock it. So it's one of the most lucrative ways to unlock and max out characters. And it just so happens that one of the best characters in the game is on one of these nodes. So like one thing you want to do as soon as possible when you get in here is you're going to want to unlock your guild campaign by hitting, I think it's either level 8 or 10, I don't remember, join a guild, and then you unlock the guild campaign. Right now, the only content in the game for being in a guild is a guild campaign. So if you haven't found a home yet, don't worry about it. Just join any guild and start working on the campaign. When you hit a wall, like I just did, just back up, back out. We'll go back to the drawing board for a second, see if we can increase some gear on any of these characters. We've only got, I guess, one level to go up on our light side guys. Our dark side is essentially maxed for where they are right now. So what we might have to do is jump into our dark side campaign, because I have not cleared a hole in the dark side campaign. So real quick, I'm going to talk about kind of the roadmap for how you get where you're supposed to go, and then we'll talk a bit further. So number 1, you unlock Strider and Frodo. These are free characters. These are free characters you'll automatically get right off the rip, like as soon as you start the game. So don't need to worry about that. Now, Eowyn you will also unlock naturally during the game. Don't need to do anything fancy or special to unlock her. The next character that you're likely to unlock is going to be Eothane. Now, Eothane is unlocked once you clear all of the light side chapter 1 campaign. You unlock the light side hard mode chapter 1 campaign. You clear light side hard mode 1-1, and as soon as you do that, you just get Eothane for free. That's it. It's that easy. Once you unlock Eothane for free, your light side lineup is going to be Strider, Eothane, Eowyn, and Frodo. Gear them all up as much as you want. We're eventually probably going to drop Frodo, but for now, this is kind of your light side team. Now, what do you do after you clear your light chapter 1 hard mode? You can full clear the entire chapter 1 hard mode for 2 reasons. Number 1, when you get to light hard 1-2, you're going to unlock Ugluk, whatever, automatically for free. He is going to be your first shadow or dark character, and he's also going to be basically like part of the main squad we're going to use for dark going forward from the beginning. Now, after you do that, what you want to do is you want to go back into your light side campaign and clear chapter 2 to get all the way to 2-9. Once you clear chapter 2-9, you will complete a quest in the game. You will unlock Mauhur, who has direct synergy with Ugluk. You will use both of them for your shadow campaign. And then to unlock your shadow campaign, you need to clear light side 3-1, and you will then unlock it through the quest system. So you have to be level 12 and clear 3-1 on the light side. And then we can go in here. We can hop into the shadow campaign. We can start clearing stuff. Which is what we're going to do right now, because like I said, we hit a wall in the guild campaign. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to start clearing through this with, oops, there we go. We're going to start clearing through this with our 2 shadow characters and just kind of talk through it a little bit. We're throwing auto. We'll cakewalk right through this. So once you've done all of that, kind of what you're looking for, in chapter 1, kind of what I'm looking at farming right now for hard node campaign or hard campaign nodes, hard mode, whatever. My brain's fucking fried right now. Eothane is 1-1 in light side. You can farm him pretty reliably. I would dump energy into him every day, because he's going to be part of kind of your original meta for quite a while. He's one of the best tanks in the game. He counterattacks. He puts the defense down on them. And then kind of the build we're going to be running early game is more or less going to be this like Rohan human or Rohan and man build with Eomer, Eowyn, and Eothane. And they're all going to synergize with each other. So you want to build Eothane. That's an easy place for you to get its shards. In 1-2, again, you're going to get Mauhur. That is for the unlock itself. I believe actually you're able to farm him from there, if I'm not mistaken. So you can farm him out there. That's, 2 pretty quick, pretty easy hard mode nodes for you to farm out for character shards. In addition to that, once we get through this first chapter of Shadow, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to go in and farm a couple more characters from the Shadow Chapter 1 hard mode nodes. And those characters are going to be Aowen, again, part of our future kind of early arena team with the Rohan characters. So you can farm her in the Shadow mode hard modes, Shadow mode hard nodes. Then the other one is going to be Dunhar. Dunhar is another Uruk-hai orc. He is going to be kind of your support healer for that that lineup with, you know, the Isengard, Uruk-hai, Orcs of the White Hand, and you'll kind of just roll through that. Now, eventually, once you get to light side hard 2, 2-5, you'll be able to farm out Nuraz. That'll kind of be the fourth hard, or the fourth shadow character rather, we're running, you know, with our dark team, our shadow team. With our fifth being Gaz Ironhide, which is a character I'm currently trying to work towards in the guild campaign. But as you can see, I wasn't able to clear it. We're back now farming out stuff in the shadow campaign, so we're not wasting energy butting our heads against the wall. We're gonna go back, we're gonna clear stuff, we're gonna farm out gear from doing this, we're gonna farm out resources, and we're gonna progress through campaigns to unlock good, solid like character farming nodes. So yeah, that's kind of the idea of what we're doing. If you're looking for an alternate guild campaign farm, you can go with Pippin at 1-5. Pippin is a fairly decent light side healer. He's nothing crazy, but he's a decent fill. Like if you get to a point where you have like Eothane, Eomer, Eowyn, Strider, and Frodo, you can definitely drop Frodo for Pippin. It's definitely worth it. And to unlock Eomer, to really round out kind of the last of these early unlocks, you have to clear light side 3-9. You'll get them for free from the quest function. You get 15 shards for him. He's also farmable in the arena store, and he should be your first target in the arena store whenever you do unlock it. But you should be able to clear 3-9 long before you unlock arena. So that's kind of a quick way for you to unlock the human Rohan team, or it's essentially just 4 Rohan characters along with Strider. And the reason I suggest going with this, the reason that, you know, the other content creators are suggesting going with this is it's not really because they're way better than like Road to Rivendell or any of the other available like early free-to-play light side teams. It's because you need humans or goblins for one of the challenge modes to progress through it, and the humans are just easier accessible early on than the goblins are, for one. And number 2, I believe, this is hearsay, I didn't play the beta, so this is kind of coming from someone else, but the Goblin King and most of the Goblin team got nerfed right before the actual release date yesterday. So, you know, the humans are a bit more meta, and I think building the humans right now will kind of be able to help bridge a gap towards Rangers, and kind of have a smooth transition from one team to another as you start unlocking more of those characters. And then, yeah, Dark Side, I mean, Gaz Ironhide is just like the best character, one of the best characters in the game. As far as being like a tank that could take a bunch of damage and deal a bunch of AoE damage, he's phenomenal. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and keep rambling about the same information I've talked about for the last 13 minutes, so I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to keep pushing through this campaign and kind of talk through, I don't know, I might not make a video tomorrow because it's the weekend and I might be busy, but I'm thinking, you know, over the week I'll probably make a few videos just to drop out next week regarding kind of like, you know, some cool legendary ideas I'd like to see them do with the game, like as far as like legendary character event releases, and maybe some, like, you know, some deep dives on some of the individual characters that are already out and available to us. That might be fun, like just to kind of like go through characters that we've already unlocked in this account that you've probably unlocked on your account already, and just kind of talk through them, like how they play in game, kind of what is their lore or backstory or lack thereof in, you know, the actual like Tolkien universe. I think that's kind of the plan. So I'm gonna call it a night. Y'all take it easy. Leave a comment down below. Like, what are you guys working on? Like, I want to know. Obviously, like, content creators can say whatever they want. I can say whatever I want, but at the end of the day, like, what really matters is that you're having fun playing this game, right? Whether you're paying for playing the game or you're playing for free, like, the ultimate thing that, like, the only thing that matters is that you're having fun, you're enjoying your time being invested into the game. So, you know, if you choose to go like off meta, which honestly, like the game's been out for 24 hours. I know it's been out for 9 months for some people, but the game's been out for 24 hours. They just put new buffs and nerfs in like really recently, so like nobody knows what the current meta is, right? Yeah, at the end of the day, if you don't agree with me, do what you want. Like have fun, and let me know what you're doing. I think even though like the Road to Rivendell team doesn't really do anything for me right now, like I think it'd be a fun team to build. I mean, Frodo is kind of like the flagship character of Lord of the Rings, right? So like, you know, I can understand wanting to farm him out. Um, Personally, I don't think there are enough other characters in the game for me to like really be excited about farming anybody else other than humans right now, and mainly because I think farming out the Rangers and the Grey Pilgrims, even though that's a meta move, like even if they weren't meta, I'd probably be pursuing them anyways, because I just have always thought that like the Grey Pilgrims, or it's not the Grey Pilgrims. Grey Pilgrim is Gandalf. The Grey Company, rather. Sorry. Like the Grey Company in Return of the King was so cool, and like for some reason, like when I read Return of the King for the first time, like I thought them and like the Knights of Dol Amroth were so cool, like Prince Imrahil and Halbarad and all of them. I don't know why. I thought they were so damn cool. So yeah, I'd probably be building like humans towards Rangers, regardless if they were good or not right now, just for the sake that I can run Halbarad with Aragorn, and run like all Dunedain Rangers or Dunedain Rangers. But Ed, I'm rambling. Have a good night, guys. I will probably see you Sunday night or Monday. Take it easy. Leave a comment down below. Like it if you enjoy it. Bye.